In 2013, French auteur Abdelatif Kechiche released his new film, Blue is the Warmest Color, at the 66th Annual Cannes Film Festival. The film, called La vie d'Adèle, chapitres 1 et 2, in French, stars Léa Seydoux and Adèle Exarchopoulos, and follows the latter in a coming-of-age drama that may be better termed as a coming-out drama, or just a coming drama for how many sex scenes are in it. It was based off of a graphic novel of the same name by Julie Moreau and has been hailed as a masterpiece despite its many deviations from the original story, the most important of which being that it was made by a straight man instead of a lesbian woman. Given that mass media culture is so heterocentric, it is often inescapable for queer text to be read with a straight gaze, and Blue is the Warmest Color is no exception. As story quotes of Creekmore and Doty in Cultural Theory and Popular Culture, a central issue is how to be out in culture, how to occupy a place in mass culture yet maintain a perspective on it that does not accept its homophobic and heterocentric definitions, images, and terms of analysis. Irrefutably, the reworking of a graphic novel about being gay by a straight man does not allow for this space. Of course, the film's male auteur benefited its reception in some ways, if mostly for its hegemonic value. A movie about lesbians may not have received such recognition if it hadn't been for Kechiche's status in the film industry, and certainly not if not for Kechiche's male-geared representations of what it's like to be lesbian. However, the dangers of such misrepresentation far outweigh the extra money Kechiche made from it. Not only is a straight male benefiting from other straight males watching inaccurate lesbian sex as if it were porn, the clearly male gaze of the film itself perpetuates the objectification of women and queer culture and invalidates romance and partnership in queer relationships. Kechiche's straight biases are most evident in his aesthetic choices throughout the film, especially in the way that he films Adele eating. The frequency with which Adele eats during those 179 minutes, and the way that she does, makes it clearly allegorical of her sexuality, drawing undeniable attention toward her lips and her tongue. The only exception to this is a scene during which she's on a date with a boy, her eating habits being sexual in the phallic sense instead. Perhaps more notable than that is the aesthetic value of the first sex scene between Adele and Emma, the film's namesake for her blue hair. First of all, it is 10 minutes long and completely shameless in its depictions. While such graphic sex scenes are typical of French film, the length is not, considered by most critics to have been completely unnecessary. Providing a film about the struggles of coming out with more sex than feelings gears it towards male audiences, who may not be able to understand the deeper issues. Furthermore, the sex itself is entirely unrealistic, and clearly done so in a way that arouses men. The Huffington Post posted this video from Posture magazine of lesbians reacting to this scene, their incredulous feedback evident of its incorrectness.
I thought it was hot at the beginning, and then it got like a little ridiculous when they kept switching sex positions every 10 seconds, and it started to feel kind of like an infomercial for a kitchen product.
The scissoring, wish it could happen, never happened once in human history. Pretty obviously two straight women attempting to have sex on camera for pay. Go figure. Yeah, I haven't seen that one before.
Kechiche's unabashed use of the stereotypical and wildly unrealistic trope of scissoring during lesbian sex speaks loudly to the male-dominated target audience, aesthetically providing them with the back-and-forth motion that they are used to.
Have you ever reverse cowgirl scissored?
Not yet, but there's always a future.
Finally, while Emma's blue hair is exactly as it's supposed to be in the graphic novel, it is made clear that her overall aesthetic is what Kechiche believes to be representative of what lesbians are, quote-unquote, supposed to look like.
Moi, c'était qui la fille qui est venue me chercher la dernière fois? Avec les cheveux bleus? Type Gouinas. Un peu. Bah si.
C'est pas parce qu'elle a les cheveux bleus qu'elle est.
Non mais c'est même pas ça, ça se voit à sa tête quoi, qu'elle lèche des chattes. Tu l'as rencontrée où?
This is exemplified through scenes such as that in this gay bar, which also sets up stereotypical divides between gay men and women, the men being flamboyant and in your face, and the women all in one corner making out with each other. Blue is the Warmest Color is problematic in many ways. though it had such promise and was hailed as revolutionary by so many. These are only a few reasons to criticize it, as the film in its entirety is exemplary of the reasons mass media culture should be paying more mind to who has the tools and knowledge to represent who, and the dangers of misrepresentation as a whole.